Hello everyone, and I know it's been a while since we've done an update, but we've been pretty busy and there's been a lot to do. So I'm just going to bring you up to speed and to where we're at, and we'll have a peek around the distillery and what we've done so far. Stay tuned. Welcome to Distilling Canada. This is the channel all about our journey from nothing, learning everything, right up to the point of where we become a distillery, fully functioning. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe below and also like this video and share it with your friends if you can. We'd love to have some more people along here. Right now we're still in the process of finishing up building the distillery. And as we get our final approvals, we'll move on from there, and then you'll start to see us do some more distilling and get into that, and a little more of in-depth of how to do measurements and everything else. So let's go for a little walk and we'll have a look around. So we still have the Daleks. They haven't gone anywhere. We have the old guy here. This will be some of the displays areas here. We got a display area set up in the middle and the back. And we still have the TARDIS. And that's a nice little look. But let's go into here. This is kind of neat what we've done over here. So we're still working into here. We have our laser. So we bought the laser in order to do some of our swag, you know, our own little bottles and everything. And we do have a bottle of rotisserie right here that we can put in here, and we can glass etch the bottles. So that gives us all that. It's a nice big unit, so we can do all sorts of things. And it's been a lot of fun to play with so far, so we'll keep going on that. We've done some artwork. We had a fellow in. We did some artwork for the ceiling, for the wall. And that just shows you that, yeah, we truly are geeks over here. So most of you, hopefully, so you can recognize some of that. So we'll come through, and I'm truly hoping most people that watch this channel will recognize this. And I'm not going to say anything more. One of the big things for us is, with the distillery, is branding. So we have our S, which is our silver fox. And that's throughout the whole building. We have that pretty much everywhere. But that's not what you want to see. What you want to see is behind me. Let's go have a peek in here. This is our major work done. So as you come in, you can see we have our 6 fermenters set up. Each one has its own clipboard, so we can enter in all the information as they're doing the ferments. Everything is piped in. So when we designed the system, we designed it so that once the mash tun is done, we turn on a pump, we pump the ferment, it filters right through, we pump the ferment right to the fermenters, pitch our yeast, let it go for the time it needs to go, and then we can actually turn the pumps on again and move it right to a still. So we never actually have the liquid exposed. Once we put it into this mash tun, then we don't see it again until it's all finished. So we have the big mash tun here, and we've named everything. So all the fermenters have been named: Snoopy, Sneezy, Doc, Sleepy. You get the idea. Of course, when we come to the mash tun, he's called Grumpy. So, and you've probably seen a video already, but we look inside. So there's the sieve screen here, and then we have the big mixer in there. So it's kind of neat. We're still going to be doing a clean run shortly, probably this week. And it's a lot nicer than doing a little basket and having to lift that basket of grains out. So once we drain through there, we can sparge, then we just scrape it right out into a little truck. And then we have our 2 stills, also have been named, and for the Canadians, it's called Bob and Doug. I'm not going any further than that because pretty much only the Canadians will get that one. But it's a comedy team, so. And these are pretty much ready to go. We still have to do a clean out on them, but they're all set up. And we have our copper helmets and that. So these are set up that we can run them individually, or we can actually run them conjointly. So that way, all the steam vapor mixes up in the top in the piping. And that gives us a whole different flavor. We've tried doing 2 distillates and then mixing them together. And you know what, we were happy with the flavor, but when we tried vapor infusing them together, it was a whole different flavor, which was really nice. And we have our whiskey column in. Pretty much everything we do is going to go through this column. Even our moonshines are going to go through this. It just makes it a little bit of a drier spirit and a little nicer in the flavor that we like, our profile. We do look at doing rums in the future, but that'll be direct pot still when we do that. That'll be the only time we don't use this one. And when we do our vodkas, we've got our 10-plate tower here, another 10-plate tower here, and then when we go into gins, we have our gin basket in here. Now it's a copper gin basket this whole length. So we can load this up with a whole run of botanicals. And all that can be done in one shot. And then of course our huge condenser. This is far different than the one I made. It's still a shotgun condenser, but just the sheer mass of it is just incredible. Once we have that, then as it comes out of the parrot, it goes into a catch basin. So we'll walk over here and we'll have a peek at that. Of course, we have the forklift in here because the grains are going to get too heavy for my back anyways. We have our floor scale in place, and that's been calibrated and certified. This is the catch basin that'll come from the parrot right into these, and we'll mix up whatever we're doing in this stuff. And these are rollable, so I can roll them over to the desk. And of course, we have storage totes. Now we come into here. Now here is our bottling station. So we'll put our bottles up onto the counter. We already have a few of our bottles here. So that's the style that we're going to be using. There's that one, and then the smaller one is here. And that's the style that we've chosen, and it's a quite nice style. Then we have our bottle fillers. So we have our 350 up to a 1.5 liter. That's what this one will do. And they're vacuum, it's a motor in there that operates through vacuum. And then we have our 50 mils as well. So if I reach into here, there we go. We'll be doing 50 mils as well. And they're kind of a neat little 50 mil. And I haven't tried these yet, I haven't set this up, but yeah, it just goes up in there and it fills. So that's kind of a neat thing. Once that's done, that comes over and we'll have the press there that we can press the corks on. Our label machine will drop the bottle into there and it does the label automatically. Then we'll put on our security seal and our heat shrinker. So from there then it goes into just a rolling cart, or we'll put it into a skid for the LCBO. That's the tour. There are some other things and you'll see that more as we go. But this is just an update. I know some of you have been asking. It has been a while since we posted. We've just been so busy that we didn't really want to get into the post until we got close to the edge of opening the store up. So stay tuned. You'll see more. There'll be a lot more, and we'll throw in some of the delivery and the production and the building of this place as we come across the pictures. All right, take care. If you get a chance, subscribe, ring the bell, and we hope to see you soon. Take care.